What if the next car you drive doesn't even feel like a car anymore, but more like a living piece of technology that understands you better than your phone does? And what if that car came from a company that completely changed how we use technology every single day? Today, we're diving into the 2026 Apple car. And honestly, this might not just be another electric vehicle. This could be the biggest shift in driving we've ever seen. Now here's the thing, Apple has never been first. They redefine it. So the real question is, are they about to do the same with cars? Let's start with what makes this car different right away. The 2026 Apple car is rumored to be fully autonomous, but not in the way you're thinking. This isn't just a car that can drive itself on highways. This is a vehicle designed with the assumption that you won't need to drive at all. And that changes everything. There's the interior. Feels more like a futuristic lounge. Minimalist, clean, and intelligently designed, just like every Apple product. But here's where it gets really interesting. The entire car is powered by Apple's own custom silicon, similar to the chips inside iPhones and Macs, but massively more powerful. This allows real-time processing of thousands of data points from cameras, LiDAR sensors, and AI systems, all working together to create a fully aware driving system. We're talking about a car that doesn't just react, it predicts. And yes, it gets smarter over time. Now think about this. Apple is building this car as part of an ecosystem. That means your iPhone, your Apple Watch, even your home devices could seamlessly connect with your car. No buttons, no effort, just instant connection. And here's a hook most people are missing. This car might not even be something you own in the traditional sense. Now let's talk performance, because even if it's autonomous, it still needs to deliver. The Apple car is expected to be fully electric with next-generation battery technology.
Faster charging, longer range, and more efficient energy usage compared to current EVs. Some reports suggest ranges exceeding 500 miles on a single charge, and charging speeds that could rival refueling times in the future. But Apple isn't just focusing on speed, they're focusing on smoothness. Acceleration is expected to be instant and seamless, no gear shifts, no delays, just pure, silent power. And since there's no traditional engine, the entire experience becomes incredibly quiet, almost like floating. But here's where Apple goes even further. The user interface inside the car could completely replace dashboards as we know them. Instead of physical controls, you get a fully digital AI-driven interface. Voice control powered by a next-gen Siri, gesture controls, possibly even augmented reality displays projected onto the windshield. That's not science fiction anymore. That's what Apple is aiming for. And let's not ignore safety, because this is where Apple could dominate. With full control over hardware and software, Apple can create a tightly integrated system where everything works perfectly together. No fragmentation, no compatibility issues. Now here's something that might completely change the industry. If Apple succeeds, other car companies won't just be competing on horsepower or design anymore. They'll be competing on software, AI, and user experience. And let's be honest, that's Apple's strongest game. Regulations for fully autonomous vehicles are still evolving. Infrastructure isn't fully ready. And convincing people to trust a car without a steering wheel, that's a huge psychological shift. So the real question isn't whether Apple can build a car. It's whether the world is ready for what Apple is about to build. Because if even half of these innovations become real, the 2026 Apple car won't just be another EV. It could completely redefine what driving even means.